Philadelphia Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni continues to fill out his staff. This time with a coach that has ties to Jalen Hurts and a Philadelphia Eagles rival. We'll talk all about that, as well as poaching again from the Indianapolis Colts, coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Eagles News Now. I'm professional wrestler Chris Wilde, live from bar 4133. And even though he hasn't formally been introduced to the city of Philadelphia via press conference, new head coach Nick Sirianni continues to fill out his coaching staff, hiring two guys today. And for a coach that was supposedly hired to be a puppet, he sure is hiring his own guys, it seems like. And let's get right into it with one of my favorite coaching hires that he has done so far, that being quarterbacks coach Brian Johnson, the former offensive coordinator for the Florida Gators. This guy is an up-and-coming coach, very exciting dude. Let's get right into his history, as he was Utah's quarterback and pretty good in college, being one of NCAA's cover guys for their EA Sports video game in 2010. His coaching career started as Utah's quarterbacks coach and ended as, like I said before, Florida's offensive coordinator. One of his most interesting jobs to me was in 2014 and 2016. He was Mississippi State's quarterbacks coach. That's interesting and important because he coached Dak Prescott, Dak's last 2 years in college before becoming a Dallas Cowboy. Now, it's also important because he tried recruiting now Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts. As a matter of fact, he's known Jalen Hurts since Jalen was 4 years old, as he was coached by Jalen's father. Now, this must blow the minds of all Philadelphia beat reporters and national analysts, because when Nick Sirianni was hired, one of the things that was said is that it was just to fix Carson Wentz, and that all his hires, from wide receivers coach Kevin Patullo to new offensive coordinator Shane Steichen, that they were all hired to help fix Carson Wentz. So now you introduce a quarterbacks coach that is very, very, very familiar with, your now second-year quarterback, Jalen Hurts. It kind of messes up that narrative. I have said that I said it yesterday in a video. I don't buy that it's all about Carson Wentz. I think the Eagles are going to do what's best for the Eagles, whether it's trading Carson and starting Jalen or keeping both of them here. I think they're just trying to get the best people around these guys. And a guy like Brian Johnson will do just that. The Eagles, again, letting Nick Sirianni hire his own staff. I think it's really important that happens, obviously. And again, we haven't heard anything from this guy, so I hope the press conference happens soon. I guess they're going to wait till he completely fills out his staff. I don't know, but while we're talking about Brian Johnson, let's go through what he says some of the intangible qualities are as far as being a quarterback. And I'm going to go to a clip right here, and then we're going to talk about the Eagles' other hire being their tight ends coach. So let's get right into new Eagles quarterbacks coach Brian Johnson.
And the most important thing that we look at for a quarterback is the mental and physical toughness. Okay, that's the first thing that we ask every high school coach. And we really try to find that out about the kid. We ask the question, can they be the face of your program? Okay, because we live in a new age now. They have to be very, very mentally tough because it's a different time. When you play well, people are going to praise you, right? And if you play poorly, everybody on Twitter is going to say you suck. So we have to have somebody that's mentally tough enough to not let that affect them on a day-to-day basis, okay? So a lot of it is, can that guy be the face of your program? Is he setting the standard for what everybody should be in your program, okay? And then the physical aspect of it, anytime there's a one-on-one situation, right, we put our quarterbacks in a lot of stressful situations, okay? And we want the team to believe that as long as that guy is in the game, we have a chance to win because he's the toughest guy in the program, all right? And we don't baby him in passive line, right? We coach him like a middle linebacker. Because quite frankly, nobody's going to follow a guy that they think is soft. Right, so he has to be extremely physically tough, and even more so, he has to be very, very mentally tough, okay? The second part is leadership, right? That's an inherent.
Sirianni was not done with just hiring Brian Johnson as his quarterbacks coach. He also hired a tight ends coach, and surprise, surprise, he comes from the Indianapolis Colts, and he actually has two first names. It's Jason Michael, who is going to coach the tight ends. He coached the tight ends in Indianapolis and has a pretty long and lengthy resume as far as it comes to coaching. Now, we know in Indianapolis, he coached Jack Doyle, who had a pretty good year. Actually, he oversaw Jack Doyle's second Pro Bowl season, and also coached former Philadelphia Eagle and Super Bowl hero Trey Burton. Trey Burton's actually a free agent this year. That'll be interesting. Now, the Eagles lost Justin Peele, who held the position since 2015. He is now with the Atlanta Falcons. Again, look, I think Justin did a great job here. However, what did concern me was, last year you didn't see a lot from Zach Ertz, who I know was hurt for most of the year, and Dallas Goedert, who was also battling injuries. But I feel like Goddard's progression has not been great. I just still don't know what Dallas Goedert is. I see the signs of a stud player, but I just, again, haven't seen it. So maybe Jason Michael can bring that out of him. Now, he's got a lot of experience, guys. I'm not going to go through all this stuff. I feel like this would be a 15-minute video. But the more important spots that he's landed, of course, again, he was the tight ends coach from 19 to 20 for Indianapolis. He was the Tennessee Titans offensive coordinator in 2014 and 2015, so he does have some experience calling plays and working with quarterbacks. He's been a quality control coordinator places. He was a quarterbacks coach for Tennessee. He was a tight ends coach with the Arizona Cardinals. The guy has a lot of experience. And again, he's familiar with Nick Sirianni and the type of culture that the Indianapolis Colts, they've been good for a couple years under Frank Reich. I think it's a good culture to bring in here, a winning culture, as you're talking about a playoff team that they came from. No problem with this hire. I think it's a great hire when you lose Justin Peele to bring in a guy like Jason Michael. Again, not bad. And another guy that is familiar with Nick Sirianni and shows that Sirianni is definitely hiring his own staff, if that means anything to anybody. But that's all I got for you guys today. Again, hopefully we'll get word of some kind of press conference, and maybe we'll get to actually see what new Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni's plans are for this team, and who will his starting quarterback be. A lot of questions to be answered, and hopefully we get the answers soon, because if I see another Carson Wentz article, I'm going to lose my damn mind. With that being said, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, go Birds. I'll talk to you later.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation.